You know what's crazy is I actually used to only want to score.
Really?
Like, you know.
This is interesting.
Like, I actually
these are stories I like to hear.
I didn't used to, like, I was always a great help side defender.
Mm-hmm.
But more often than not, I would overhelp.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I made all defensive team my senior year. And my assistant coach, Dwayne Stevens at Michigan, he laughed at me. He was like, they just put you on here because of who you are. Like, hey, you ain't playing no goddamn defense. Yeah. And I'm like, D, what do you mean? They like, you always overhelping, you don't really play no defense.
Yeah.
I really didn't start locking in on defense till I got to the league because that was my only way on the floor.
Right.
It was all about like, and like I could always make the right play. Like I was trying to score the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was a scorer. I would go score the basketball. My only way onto the court as a rookie was to defend. Like we needed to stop. I go in and get the stop.
Mm-hmm.
And so one thing that I learned about the NBA is you can never stop doing what you started doing. Exactly. You can expand, but you can't stop doing that thing. The moment you stop doing that thing, you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
And so then defense just became like, well, I got to be great at that. Mm-hmm. And so I just wanted to get better at it. Making the right play. I'm out here with Steph and Clay and then KD and all of these guys. Like, that's adding value to me.
Mm-hmm.
I always would watch a bunch of different people though, because I never felt like I can look in the NBA and see like, that's the guy I'm gonna model my game after, right? Mm-hmm. So like, you know, I used to score the ball. I used to do a lot of mid-posts. I used to watch Melo in the mid-post, all type of stuff, footwork. Mm-hmm. Melo's got the craziest footwork, some of the craziest footwork I've ever seen.
Ever.
And like, so I would watch Melo. I would watch a bunch of different guys and just try to pull stuff from their game because in my mind, I'm like, well, all right, well, I do got a little mid-post work, but I ain't 6'9" and can get to the hole and explode like Melo, so I got to do something else. Or, you know, I got something like this guy, so do a little bit of this. I would watch David West. I would watch Paul Millsap because I'm like, all right, they're similar in size.
Yep.
Play the 4. I need to know how to be an undersized 4, right? Like, I used to watch all of these different guys and just try to put it all together because I just didn't feel like there was a carbon copy for me, or I could turn on the TV and be like, oh man, I need to model everything after this guy. Mm-hmm. If I can model everything after this guy, that'll be my draft comparison. Mm-hmm. I just didn't have that. And so I just wanted to watch a bunch of different guys and put a bunch of stuff together and hopefully that it would work. But I had great coaches growing up, like starting with my uncle. My high school coaches were incredible. Coach Dawkins, Coach Bruce, Coach Jew. Like they were incredible. The one person who I think really changed my life, and like obviously Coach Izzo, best coaches I've ever had, if not the best. But the one coach who really changed my life, his name is Duran Speedy Walker. And Speedy is a scout for the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
But
where was he at before this?
More importantly than being a scout for the Detroit Pistons, that's his day job. Speedy founded the family basketball team. And I went and played for the family my senior year, going into my senior year. And Speedy told me, he was like, man, you great, you good. I'm like, thanks, coach. Like, hell yeah, I'm feeling good about myself. He's like, but bro, you can't just be down here playing the 5, man. You guard size.
Yeah.
And Speedy started making me dribble the basketball more, which I already had the skills. I grew up dribbling. Shooting the basketball more, driving the basketball more, not just posting up. Mm-hmm. And that opened my eyes to a totally different world and is a huge part of the reason I am who I am is because it showed me that I had to expand my game. Like Shaq was my favorite player growing up. So I'm going to the block thinking I'm about to move people like Shaq. He like, hey man, you ain't Shaq size. Like you shooting guard size, bro. So you gonna have to shoot the ball.
Where's
he always do Detroit. He always do this. Like you got to get yourself in shape, man. You too fat. Like, and he really changed my life because he changed my perspective on what I should be.